Blood is blood, one
Black
drop
women
of us
only.
turns them black, one drop
Let me
of
see
them
if I
don't
can get
turn
to
us
this
white,
story
so
because
what
you
does
guys
it
can be a
turn?
little long-winded. Black women, we are the leaders. You know, we teach the generations to come. You know, the men are the builders. So, if one drop of black blood, because blood is blood, if one drop of black blood makes them black, what's one drop of white blood? What does that make us? Okay, now let's check this. Um, I want to tell you a story, but I'm not going to give you any explanations. I'm just going to tell you the story and see if you come to the conclusion that if you see what I see. Okay, two black brother friends, two black brothers, they're friends. Um, One is growing up in a dysfunctional kind of family, right? Single black mother. The other one, mother is kind of on the straight and narrow, you know, but she's a single black mother. There's no mother in the family. There's no father in the family. So, you know, all I know from the little bit of time I've been on earth, black women, if you have a son and he brings home a strong black woman, you've done your job right. Black women, if your son brings home anything other that doesn't mirror you, somewhere you stepped off. It's just facts. So if you want to come in my comments or whatever, you ain't gonna get no back and forth from me. I said what I said. Keep scrolling if you don't like it. Anyway, so these two brothers. So the one that grew up in a dysfunctional home used to go over to the friend's house who had a mother who was working and was there for her son. So she accepted him as a son as well and would do things for him and stuff. They hung out all the time. But of course, her son went on to be a police officer, and the other guy went into prison. He got arrested. So even though he got arrested, they stayed friends because they were like brothers. So both of them, who grew up in these single black mother homes, you know, end up, the one in prison married a white woman, and the police officer had a white girlfriend with mixed kids. So the guy gets out of prison, and him and his police brother are still friends. You know, they're tight as tight. And the police officer with his white fiance uh, and kids, you know, he hadn't popped the question yet. He was cheating on his wife. He was cheating on his wife with a black woman. The black woman gets pregnant. You know, he got kids with the white lady, so we are aware that he knows what happens when you have sex without a condom. Now, they've been in a relationship, him and this black woman, for years. He's not cheating on his wife. Remember, they're not married in the European sense. So he tries to get the black lady to get an abortion. She says no. And she's pregnant with a girl. Okay? She reached that term to the point where they know she's pregnant with a girl. She started buying girl clothes, different things like that. Whatever. These two brothers, who are brothers, collided together to murder the sister because he didn't want his white girlfriend to find out. So these two brothers collided together to kill this sister who was pregnant with another sister. I'm not going to tell you what to see, but do you see, my sisters? Two brothers raised by two sisters singly, both of them end up having relationships, choosing their partners as white women, but yet he still yearned for that chocolate gushy gushy. So they collided together and they murdered her. She was so excited. It was her first baby. So she wanted it. She didn't threaten to tell his wife or girlfriend, because they weren't married. I want to get that straight. Only the one that was in prison married his girlfriend. She didn't threaten to say nothing or anything. She just, leave me alone. I don't want child support. I don't want nothing. She had a good job. Sister was highly educated. They killed her. Subsequently, they found out. They started to go gain evidence, getting ready to take him to prison. So they told, he had to end up telling his girlfriend what happened. So she found out anyway. Both of the white women know now. They came together to try to cover for them. Cover for their husbands, knowing that they murdered their sister and that sister. One of the brothers, the one who was in prison before, killed himself though. Shot himself. The other one, the police officer, he in prison. He's still trying to get out. Because now, the brother that killed himself, he want to place the blame on him. Saying he just did it solely by himself. What do y'all think? All I know is when my grandmother them was younger, it wasn't all that mix match. It was very rare. And we were a stronger people, a more loving people. We didn't commit the crimes that we do now. We didn't think the way we think now. We wasn't as sick as we are now. We lived longer too, and stronger. So if one drop of black blood changes them black, what does one drop of European blood do to us when we mix? What has happened in life every time we go against nature? What has happened? Every time. What has man created that's better than the natural state? What has happened when we try to mess with the natural state? Every time. I'm asking. I didn't give my opinion. I'm just telling a story. One drop to one drop, right?